retail roundup. We mentioned yesterday that 450 7-Eleven stores are closing across America. I had a P1 listener email to say the reason is because we were talking about some are underperforming, and I mean, those are the ones that are being taken out. Now, they have more than 13,000 stores in U.S. and Canada. She says that cigarette purchases was the largest sales category for any convenience store. They've fallen 26% in the last 5 years.
Wow.
A big shift. And the nicotine products like Zyn, which we've recently heard about.
Kids love the Zyn.
They love the Zyn. Has not made up the difference. So the cigarette sales falling has
Can you get
hurt
vape stuff at 7-Elevens? I don't vape.
I don't know. Well, there's so many vape stores.
Yeah, and I think you can, but you probably not the selection you could get at a vape store.
They also they opened stores in areas that they shouldn't have, and so some of those are closing. They also own all Speedway stores. The 7-Eleven group owns those.
That's right. That was a recent purchase, right?
It was in 2021. So they own those also and are looking at those, but those are more successful. I was interested to see that the cigarette sales may be what led to part of their
It's good work there
downfall.
on the P1's part.
You know, Walgreens is closing 1,200 stores now over the next 3 years, I believe. Yeah. The reason for that is, and I was surprised by that. I thought Walgreens was unbelievably successful.
Did they ever expand? I mean, there are 5 around my house, and 1 is closed.
Yeah.
That's what they said. They said that they overexpanded. CVS the same. They haven't announced how many they're going to close, but CVS is going to close some too. Overexpanded to thousands of locations over the last 15 years, signed long-term leases for pricey corner locations, and therefore some of them have fallen into hard times. Many shoppers also have criticized the quality of the stores, complaining about understaffing and not being able to get to items that are locked up to prevent theft. So Walgreens has said, we're examining everything. The CEO of Walgreens says we're doing complete restacking of our business model over the next 3 years.
I wonder what they sell the most out of Walgreens. Taking prescriptions out of it.
Yeah.
You know, is it vitamins?
Biggest
Is
selling
it
item.
diapers? I mean, I can't imagine it's diapers. Is it cigs? They have tons of cigarettes.
CVS? Is it CVS that doesn't sell cigarettes? One of them doesn't, right?
CVS took them out.
CVS is correct.
Yeah, CVS said no.
Bit of a surprise.
Walgreens
Still
I think you
have
still
them.
can get them at Walgreens.
That's probably good for Walgreens. I mean, if you're going to one of those 2 stores, one of them has it.
I don't know what people buy the most.
Yeah. They have also had challenges with insurers, and they're having difficulty. They don't make as much money on the pharmacy purchases as they used to. And so they're trying to re-examine the contracts they've signed with insurance companies and medical companies and so forth. They're also
That sounds like a breeze.
Oh, yeah.
That should be easy.
Well, you know that. They've tried to add primary care clinics, a project that costs a lot of time and money, and they haven't seen much return on that either. So they are really relooking and restructuring a lot of things.
I think they're going up against your Amazon now, too. You know, Amazon's trying to get into the pharmacy business.
That's what they said. A lot of people are having their drugs delivered, from online, from Amazon. Anybody now. Costco has a pharmacy. Everybody's got grocery stores.
They've always had them, but Amazon, I think, does take a lot because it's just directly to your home, and they push it.
Yeah. Walgreens also says they're going to add way more Walgreens brand items, which they haven't had in the past. They own a company called Boots in England, similar type store, and they've had success doing that. So look for more Walgreens types items. I was surprised to see that many are going to be closing.
Remember when I got COVID back after the events of late July? I had to get a COVID test, and I went to the Walgreens near our house, and they used to have the Binax. Remember that company? If you bought... It's one of the more popular ones. It's easy to use.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the store and I said, "Where are your COVID tests?" She said, "Down there." And I was looking for the Binax box. They're all Walgreens.
Oh,
that whole and a lot of the first aid stuff is all Walgreens brand.
Well, that's not surprising, really. I guess they're starting to do that, starting to change that over. Because why not? Why not sell your own?
Yeah.
Or at least give that option. A lot of stores have had success with that. Almost all of them had success with that.
We use surgical gloves to clean the cat boxes.
Walgreens.
From Walgreens
brand surgical gloves. I don't go into Walgreens. Very rare that I go into Walgreens.
You're a big box man.
Big box. I was at Costco yesterday.
No.
Yes, big boxed it. And
Mama's wine?
Mama needed one. Mama needed I'll tell you, I was a little disappointed yesterday. Well, in fact, I'll give you the exchange. We like a Costco chili.
Well, when I think of chili, I think Costco.
Yeah. Now, does that just come in a can?
No, they make it fresh in the back.
They do?
Yep. And you
just get a quart?
Yeah, you get a quart of chili. And they have also like chicken noodle soup.
Do they pour it out of a bucket?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they pour it.
Who's next?
And with this autumn season, it's time for a good
chili season.
It's chili season. I mean, the weather's getting cooler. It's chili season.
Yeah, wrap yourself up in a blanket.
Mm-hmm. Have yourself a
Costco chili.
Right. So they have it in plastic containers. You get about a gallon or a quart size of it. And in fact, yeah, it's more than a quart. It's probably a gallon of chili. And I like it a lot. And my wife does too. Anyway, she said, we need to lay in supplies for chili. So she wanted 5 gallons of chili. And that was on my list, was 5 gallons of chili. And so I went, and I hadn't been to Costco in a while. My wife had been going for us. But I went to the area, and there was no chili. And I walked up and down the aisles. I saw the chicken noodle soup. But I even called some. That's another thing about Costco. It's rare that you can get somebody to help you. They're just not out there on the floor to help you. They want you to walk all around everything to see all the items. They intentionally do that. And they change where things are located so that you'll have to walk past a lot of stuff. I mean, that's like insider Costco knowledge. So I didn't see the chili. And finally, I found somebody to ask, and I said, what gives on your chili? And they were like, chili making's down. Chili making machine is down. We're not.
Oh, the chili machine is down.
Chili machine was down.
Did you have to relay the information home?
Well, I texted, and I said, they're out of chili. And she wrote back, no, with exclamation. She goes, I need 5 gallons of chili in here. And I said, well, you're not going to get it at Costco. They don't have it. And she said, fill out a comment card. I said, I don't know. I don't even know where comment cards are. And, I
your
said,
chili machine's down. We know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Any other comments?
Chili maker. No, couldn't do it. And then they didn't have something I want. My daughter wanted chocolate-covered almonds. They didn't have those either. They were out yesterday. I was a little surprised at Costco yesterday. I wouldn't say I've had a great experience at Costco. My wife said, I don't understand what's going on around that place. What's happening there? I don't know.
The machine's down.
It was really difficult there.
Did you tell your wife you filled out a comment card but not actually do it?
I'm not commenting on that. My comment card is my business. And we had our...
Signed, Karen.
Well... And we're
rude.
Listen, we're executive members. We're executives.
Yes.
And
you've mentioned that.
I was supposed to cash my rebate check. Once a year, they send you a rebate check from all the shopping you had done there from the year before. And we go through the line. And my wife has, this is kind of Karen-y, okay? What most of the time people do when they go through there, like we had a check for like $180. That was the rebate I got yesterday. So what most people do is use that to pay for the items they're buying. And let's say my items were like $115, which they were yesterday.
You just roll it over.
Just roll. You get, I give them the check. I get $65 back. Okay. Well, my wife's very against that.
Against the rollover.
She doesn't want to use the rebate check to pay for the groceries because when I use my Costco card, I get money back. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't use the card,
you're not getting money. You're not getting points on.
That's right.
Okay.
So she said, whatever you do not use this rebate check to pay for the items. And she goes, they're going to give you guff about that. They want you to pay for those items, that rebate check, but you stand your ground. So I go through the line and I'm standing there. And so I say, listen, I want to buy these items. And I have this rebate check, but I want you to just cash it. I want to pay for these items with my card, but I want you to cash the check. And he goes, I'm not allowed to do that. And
manager, it is so far.
And you're like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it.
And he's a milk here, and I can hear his wife in his pocket.
Yeah.
I said to I called her. I said,
You knew this was going to happen, didn't you?
I said, he says he's not allowed to cash you. And she goes, they are allowed to do that. You just have to tell them. And so he hears on the other end of the line, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Love you too.
and I said, my wife says you are allowed. Well, now of course, there's a growing line.
Oh,
behind
yeah,
it.
of course.
Go, move along, buddy.
So the guy says, the best I can do is take your least priced item and ring it up as a separate purchase. So let's say you've got a $5 item here. I can take the payment from and give you $180 back.
So you actually had 2 transactions.
Well, that was my option.
A rebate check transaction
and
then a
card
standard
payment. Yes.
transaction.
And so I called my wife and I said, and she goes,
Hi.
Me again. I'm still in line.
They didn't say no, but they didn't say yes.
What's the cheapest thing we're buying?
guacamole.
Oh.
Guacamole was the cheapest item on the list at $9. It was a $9 tub of guacamole.
My God.
That's a big tub. That's a big tub of guacamole. I mean, nothing at Costco is under $10. I mean,
Okay.
very few things. I mean, I scanned my items and I thought, okay, I could get that. You know, I thought about I didn't buy a rotisserie chicken, which is only $4.99. That's a good deal. And he goes, you can go there and buy a hot dog and a Pepsi for $1.50 and they'll cash it for you over there. No, I didn't want to go through all that. You know. So I bought the $10 guacamole, and they gave me $175 back.
Cash.
Cash. And then
That's a lot of cash to keep in a register.
they had it. And then, of course, the guy behind me thought I was done, but I wasn't because I had 20 other items to buy. So that's how it worked. And my wife was still not satisfied. She goes, they are supposed to cash that for you. And I said, well, maybe they know the rules better than you do. And that started another fight going on there. It's like this.
Can I make you some guacamole? You know what? Go with 5 gallons of guacamole, 5 gallons of chili.
Then when you get to the outdoor, you have to show your receipt. And that caused confusion too. You say, well, you got 2 receipts. What you got here?
What are you, flim flam man?
What's the
Step
guacamole?
aside. Okay.
It was a pretty difficult Costco trip yesterday. There's one more retail roundup story. A woman went to Walmart. She is an influencer, and she found something at Walmart called the Fugler, which is a toy. It looks like some sort of a doll, but it's kind of ugly. You know, it's got like
Designed to be ugly?
Yeah, I think so. And she went on to her social media and said, "What in the world is this?"
I need someone to explain this to me. Emily and I found this in Walmart. It's $7.94. It's called a Fugler, and it has underwear. It has underpants and teeth. What is this? Can somebody explain to me what market this is? Like, who is this for? This would horrify my 6-year-old. They're numbered. Are they collectible? And if they're collectible, who the is collecting these and why? What is happening here? I'm freaked out by that. Emily is confused. I hate it.
She hates it.
She hates the Fugler.
I'm freaked out.
I hate it.
We're confused.
It scares my 6-year-old.
The website says Fuglers are funny, ugly monsters that will ruin your life but warm your heart. And so they look ugly, but they're designed to be played.
She may be on the take for Fugler.
She could be.
Their sales may double today.
4 million people saw her video. Yeah.
God, what a waste.
Her, yeah.
Yeah.
The Fugler, yeah, her complaining
Well,
about
you know what Fugly used to mean.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's
I mean,
like,
I'm sure
what?
that's what they
Yeah,
came up
Of course
with.
it is. Of course it is.